Namaskar students. Today we are starting with our core subject accountancy in the commerce stream. You all are familiar with mathematics, science, social science, Hindi, English. But regarding this accountancy subject, we are not basically knowing anything. So from my point of view, this 11th standard is your nursery class for the commerce stream, as you will be learning the basic things regarding the commerce, either accountancy, economics, or the BST. In our accountancy, today we are learning the major terminologies which are being used in our subject. What are the basic terms we are facing in the subject accountancy? So this is our first class and that is of nursery. So we are learning the ABCD of accountancy today, and that is being expressed from the chapter basic accounting terms. The first term in the accountancy is regarding the business itself. Now what is a business? A business is an organization which is being set up, established in the market, which exchanging the goods and services on a regular basis for earning a profit. Transaction. A business is performing some of the economic activities. Now economic activities are those activities which involves money. So business involves various situations where the money is being involved, which changes its financial position. That is, either it reduces its status or increases its status. For example, if a business is acquiring a building for rupees 50 lakhs, on the one side, a building is being acquired by the business and rupees 50 lakh is being paid for it. So one thing is increased and on the other side, one thing is reduced. Second example, payment of the electricity bill for rupees 20,000. Again, we are consuming, the business consumed the electricity worth rupees 20,000. For that, the business has to pay rupees 20,000. So that is a business transaction. Business is consuming something and for that it has to pay certain sum of money. So those are the business transactions. Now capital, the next term, the new term. Basically, if I'm saying a new term, many of you are facing, it's not a new sir. As we are knowing the capital word, the capital, Delhi is the capital of India. No, my dears, that is not such a capital. The whatever amount a businessman or the owner or the proprietor investing into his business, invested into his own business, that is considered, termed as the amount of capital. Now the capital can be invested by the owner in cash or in a kind. Like the owner can provide either a hard cash money into his business or can provide some of the things, for example, computer, furniture, raw material, building, or any other item which is relevant for the business. So a capital amount invested by the owner into the business can be of cash or in kind. Now the next term is drawings. The amount which the owner, again I am showing the amount which is withdrawn by the owner for his own personal consumption is termed as drawings. The amount given by the businessman to the business, that is a capital. But the amount taken by the businessman from the business, that is opposite to that, is considered to be the drawings. Always remember, that is also highlighted over here. The drawings is only and only for the personal consumption of the owner itself. Only if it is of personal consumption, then it is considered to be drawings. Now, the most important terminology about the accountancy is liability. Any amount which has to be paid by the business to the outsiders, to the third parties, those are considered to be the liability for the business. For example, business bought a furniture from Mr. A for rupees 15,000. So it is a liability of the business to pay certain sum of money, that is rupees 15,000 to A, as he had purchased the furniture from Mr. A. So rupees 15,000 is considered to be the liability of the business. Now the liabilities are classified into majorly two segments. One is known as internal liability and the external liability. Internal liabilities are all the amounts which the business has to pay to the owner. Only to the owner. Whatever the amount business has to pay is considered to be the internal liability. For example, capital or the amount of profit. All the amounts which business has to pay to the outsiders, to the third parties in the market, is considered to be the external liabilities. Example, loans, bank overdrafts, etc. Now those external liabilities are further classified, divided into two segments, the non-current liabilities and the current liabilities. The non-current liability is the amount which business has to pay in a relatively long duration. That means instantly business need not to pay certain sum of money. It will be paying such values, such amount to the third parties after a long duration. That is basically after more than 1 year. For example, long-term loans. Current liabilities. The amount which business has to pay in the near coming future, normally within a year. The amounts which business has to pay within a year, that is considered to be the current liability for the business. For example, short-term loans, those are being settled, those are being paid off by the business within a year. Or a bank overdraft. The amount which a business has to pay to the bank within a year, those are the current liabilities. The next term is assets. Any items which is being owned by the business or acquired by the business having a measurable cost is considered to be the assets for the business. Simple words, the things which are acquired by the business in its own name from its own resources is termed as assets. For example, land, furniture, patents, goods, goodwill, cash, stock. All these things are being acquired, purchased by the business from its own resources and for its own consumption, for it in its own name. So those are being considered as the assets for the business. The assets can be classified into two parts. One is non-current assets and current assets. The non-current assets are those assets which are held by the business for the continuous consumption of it and not for the resale purpose. That is basically those assets which are bought by the business not for a resale purpose but for a continuous consumption, continuous use in the business itself is considered to be the non-current assets. Example, land, furniture, patents, goodwill, etc. On the second side, current assets, all those assets which are being held by the business for the resale purpose, which a business is being repetitively times selling in the market or which can be converted into cash within a year is considered to be your current assets. Example, cash and stock. Now, non-current assets are classified into two parts. The tangible assets, which are having the physical existence. The assets which are having the physical existence. Presence. Example, land and building or furniture, machinery, plant, etc. And intangible assets. The assets which are not having any physical presence. For example, goodwill, the value of the reputation, the patents, etc. Apart from this, we are having one more asset, which is basically not an asset but is considered to be an asset of the business, that is known as nominal asset. These assets cannot be converted into cash, or no further benefit can be arrived from those assets. You will not be getting those from those assets any cash benefit. You cannot sold those assets in the market. For example, advertisement expenditures. So those are the basic terminologies for today. Thank you.